Once I learned these 5 tips, I was able to give women some of the best oral sex of their entire lives. And guys, the last tip, number 5, is an absolute game changer and my secret technique. So make sure you watch this video till the end. And knowing how to eat a woman out is actually a really big deal, because studies show that nearly 80% of women are unable to orgasm from penetration alone. That means that nearly 8 out of 10 women are going to need some oral or manual stimulation of the clitoris in order to reach orgasm. With that being said, let's get right to it and learn how. And my 5 biggest tips to give her one of the best orgasms of her entire life. Number 1, tease the fuck out of her. Guys, please don't rush this process. Most guys get way too excited and go right for the clitoris, and this is a huge mistake. If you go there too soon when she's not ready, it can be way too intense and actually hurt her. Instead, I want you to touch every single part of her body and work from the outside in. Tease every single part of her vulva, from her pubic mound to her outer labia, not missing a single inch of it. Try using your finger pads and gently massage her inner thigh and get super close to her outer labia, maybe slightly touch it and then move away. Get super close to her clit and then move away. And tease her until she's moving her hips all over the place and begging for you to touch her with her body language. Once you've done this, then I want you to do the exact same with your lips and your tongue. Number 2, ask her what she likes. Now that she's properly warmed up and fully engorged and ready for direct stimulation and penetration, explicitly ask her what she likes. Ask her, what is your favorite way to come? How do you like to get off? And don't be afraid to ask her to even show you how she wants to be touched, with her hand showing you first. This can be super sexy and show you something you've never seen before, because every woman is completely different. Some women want their clit rubbed in a very specific way, or sucked and even bitten. And some women, you can barely touch it with like feather light touch. It's so sensitive. So start very conservatively and ask her all along the way how she likes it, so she can get exactly what she wants. So guys, check your ego at the door and ask, and this will put you in the best position possible to give her the most amazing oral sex of her entire life. Number 3, use consistent and rhythmic pressure. Once you find something she likes, stay with that exact pressure and rhythm. Because if you keep changing it up on her, she might get frustrated and have to continuously start over. Try using the flat middle part of your tongue to lick her clitoris, starting from the bottom and licking all the way up, so it's a nice long stroke. Don't use the tip of your tongue and just like dart it at her. This can be super painful for some women, so unless she asks for it, don't do it. Another really important tip is, just because she's getting close to orgasm doesn't mean you should speed up. That can actually make her feel pressure to have an orgasm and completely ruin it. So instead, stay consistent with the same rhythm and pressure, and you will give her the night of her life. Number 4, express how much you enjoy it. To me, there's nothing worse than an unenthusiastic lover. So make sure she knows you are absolutely loving going down on her. Tell her how much you love her pussy and how good it tastes, and be moaning and in pleasure as you lick her. And let her know how much her pussy turns you on, and really get into it. And this will make her so much more turned on and safe to express her own pleasure. And this will open the space for her to have the best orgasm possible. And now finally, number 5, my secret technique to giving the best oral sex of her life, the double blended orgasm. Now, once you've already done all of the other techniques I've mentioned before and she's moving towards climax, I want you to take her favorite pressure from G-spot stimulation with your fingers. Think the come hither motion with your middle finger, or middle finger and index finger together. And at the same time, I want you to take her favorite pressure and rhythm from you licking her clitoris. And stay with these at the same time, with the same consistent rhythmic pressure, not speeding up, and allow it to build and build into one of the most insane orgasms of her entire life. And if you really want to take it to the next level, you can use your other hand to stimulate her nipple at the exact same time. And guys, if you do these things, it could even make her have a squirting orgasm. And if you want to learn more about how to give a woman a squirting orgasm, check out this video here and learn my one simple technique to make any woman squirt.